Good morning. Here's a summary of the pairs from last week. AUD Chef, we had a bullish order block. It did as projected. At the beginning of the week, price retraced only 34 pips before it began to buy up 48 pips. Price stayed in the range of the 48 pips for buying and selling for most of the week. There was a bearish 1 hour order block at 9 a.m. Eastern. If you fibbed the 1 hour order block, price tapped into the 78 and sold down to the weekly golden zone. There was a possible 78 pips if you entered at the OTE of the 78% retracement. AU was a bullish order block. It did as projected. Price bought up 54 pips before it began to retrace. There was a 1 hour 10 a.m. Eastern order block. You could have held this position for the rest of the week for 156 pips. EA, price didn't do as projected. Price sold down 215 pips before it began to retrace back toward the weekly golden zone for an additional 213 pips. EuroCAD was bearish order block for the week. Price didn't do as projected. Price sold 132 pips before it began to retrace 119 pips up towards the weekly zone. So you could have sold this up and down for over 200 and some pips. God's plan for Euro NZD. It did not do as projected. Price sold 313 pips before it began to retrace up an additional 355 pips. This pair gave away a lot of pips this week. GN didn't do as projected. Price gave a bearish 1 hour order block at 6 a.m. Eastern. Price sold 269 pips before it began to retrace 368 pips towards the golden zone. USD CAD didn't do as projected. Price sold down 70 pips before it began to retrace. There was a 1 hour bearish order block Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. There was a stop run Monday on the 1 hour time frame at 9 a.m. Eastern for a buy for the retracement. 215 pips possible for UCAD. USD Chef, there was a bearish order block. It didn't do as projected. Price gave a 1 hour bearish order block at 8 p.m. Eastern. It sold for 39 pips. However, the next two candles gave a 1 hour bullish order block at 4 a.m. Monday morning. Price didn't tap into the OB, but using a lower time frame, you could have found a order block to enter, or you could have waited and price tapped in later in the week on 1 hour order block at the 78 on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern for a second entry, or your first initial entry. Last, you had gold. It didn't do as projected. Price bought up 3,419 points before it began to retrace. 4,730 points Wednesday at 8 p.m. And those were the pairs for this week. The weekly order blocks for next week, you have several bearish order blocks, 3 bullish. I didn't see any God's plan, but I may have missed some on the daily. There was a lot of news last week, so it should be some pretty good movements this week as well. There's also news this week for USD. And that's all I got. So now we will hand it over to Kim. Thank you.
Thank you, Selena. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the weekly analysis. Today is May 13th, 2023. And this week we have 10 assets on the docket for the week. Let's get started. First, we have CAD JPY, and there was a bearish order block. Currently, price is slightly bullish. So this order block could just be a correction. If we go down to the daily, price has tapped into some type of price action. So we had a violated order block here. So price tapped back into that, pulled back, did not break this low. It tapped into and filled this imbalance, pushed up into an order block, a daily order block, and is pulling back possibly to fill this imbalance and then continue going up, continue buying up. As always, if price is bullish, buy until you can't buy anymore. So if price pulls into this zone and continues buying up, there is an area of supply here, which is your bearish order block over here. So we can possibly look for price to push up about 273 pips for the week. Okay, so now if price does break this low, if price decides to break this low, then we will be looking for a continuation. So there was a push down. If you're looking at market structure, there was a push down, a pullback, push down, and then this is looking like a correction. So again, it can come up here, it can break structure here. And if that is the case, then you're looking for the continuation of the sell down to, you have price action here, you have this retest area here, you have this retest area here. There is imbalance in here and here. And there is an order block that doesn't look like it's been tapped into. But if it has, then there's imbalance here. So I would say you can at least take it down to this zone here. And if that is the case, then we're talking approximately 700 pips. However, as of right now, that is what we think. So we're going by what we currently see. Trade what you see and not what you think. Price is currently bullish. It has not broken any levels of structure to the downside yet. It has not broken this high, but we're in an order block. So we're looking at a pullback for a continuation for a buy. So that is what we currently see. Looking at JUR 30 on the weekly, we had a weekly bearish order block. Price is currently in, let's go to the monthly, see what's going on. Price is currently, so we're just right here, we're just looking at, we're currently at the edge, okay? We're at a peak, we're at a swing high here. And if I go down to the weekly, price is in that zone. So, excuse me. So we have price here. We're not sure if it's about to flatten out, if it's Y-coughing, but currently price is bullish. We're currently in a daily order block. So price tapped into this order block and rejected. and then gave a daily bullish bullish candle. Okay, so currently, I know we probably are looking for a sell, and price was bullish and then it went bearish. So if we fibbed this move, so price is probably in the 88 right now. Yep, price is in the 88%. So it's in an optimal trading entry. If it's going to sell back down, like I said, price is possibly white coughing. But as of right now, it's not selling yet. So it would need to break some levels of structure. This is actually the last swing low right here. That's the last swing. If you consider the wicks a break of structure, then this would be your last swing. I'm erring on the side of caution, so not this one, sorry, this one. If you consider the wicks the break of structure, this would be the last swing high. So this would be the low and that would be the high. And then price broke here, pulled back for a continuation of a sell. Now, I would say you can only take it down. If you do sell it, you can only take it down to this zone here. Because this is your daily order block. It is also it is also a weekly order block. Sorry. It's also a weekly order block. So price can tap here and push up some more. So definitely be err on the side of caution when you're trading. You can trade this down to here. And I'm not sure how to read the pips for your 30, but I'm assuming that's 379 pips, which is which would be a great trade. Okay. Next, we have Euro USD. We have a weekly bearish order block. Price is currently in an area of supply. Okay. It's in an area of supply. As we can see, it started breaking structure to the downside. Okay. Let's go to the daily. We're allowed to see it right there. So you should expect a pullback. And let's fib our move here. The top of the move here. So from here, it pulled back to the 61 and then played out. Okay, so now we can, as of right now, this is the move. Okay, so we're looking for a pullback at some point. Once price starts breaking structure to the top side, you can get in for the counter trend trade for the pullback and then sell it down to the negative 27, more than likely the negative 61. And of course, this is where we are today, right? Once the market opens, it could push down some more. It's currently in an order block. So price could definitely push down a little more, somewhere in the zone, and then start pushing back up. So as price gets lower, you just move your fib down lower. And then once you start seeing breaks of structure on the smaller time frames, like the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 30-minute, or the 15-minute, then you can get in the counter trend trade for the buy up, possibly to the 50% 618 or even the 78. There's an order block here. There's an area of supply here in these wicks. So it could possibly go back to the 78 again to continue down to the negative 61, which is in alignment with this imbalance here on the daily. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Let's see. Okay. So next we have GBP Chef, and that was a weekly bearish order block. As you can see, price is bearish. So this is probably going to be a good trade here. All right, so we have a weekly bearish order block. Price is, we also have a key level here that price has been tapping into for a while now, right? So once price came here, it reacted, came back, reacted, came back, reacted, came back, reacted, came back, reacted. So we are looking for price to either break this level of structure here, this key level here, for a continuation of a sell, or price to break out this level of structure for a buy. Because as you can see, let's go to the monthly. Okay, so this was an all-time low, right? So as you can see, price went to an all-time low, started breaking structure to the top side. It bought into an area of supply here, or this order block. It tapped it and then dropped. Tapped it, dropped. Or not this area, but it tapped into it and it pulled back and dropped. That's when it started creating this key level. And as you can see, it started to create lower highs, but this level was created in the key level. So price did not break the swing high, so price could continue selling down. This is the swing high right here. Although these were level breaks of structure, it never broke this swing high, this major swing high. So you can definitely play this zone here. I think price is probably going to continue selling down, of course, to this zone. You're looking at about maybe 100 pips back to the zone. Or this rejection could have been this could have been a rejection, an impulse move, Let's go down to the daily. An impulse move for a correction, which filled this imbalance here for a continuation of a buy. Okay. So definitely, you can definitely watch it. There's rejection here. Whenever you have a rejection candle, if you start going down to the lower time frames, you can see, so this rejected here, this may come down and fill this imbalance here. We'll see. It rejected, it gave a bullish order block, but then push back. So for me, I need to see breaks of, I need to see candle close. Of course, on the lower time frame, there's going to be candle close, but I would be watching this. I would not get into it right now for a sell or a buy. First of all, you have your high here and you have your low here. So this is in the middle. So if price pulled back here to close this 4-hour imbalance, there may even be lower time frame imbalance. You have imbalance here. And although price on the lower time frames did break like levels of structure here, it is very choppy first. It's very choppy. So I would not trade this currently at the moment. I would wait for it to finish doing what it's doing and then start trending either to the up or the downside before getting in the trade. All right. So GBP USD, we have a weekly bearish order block. Price is bearish. Overall, the order flow of price is bearish, right? And you see we have our two swing highs right here. Price tapped into that. It gave a bearish order block. However, let's go down to the daily. I would look for price to break this swing low first before considering sales. Okay. Like price tapped into it, pulled into an order block. So price is likely going to, if price does not break this level of structure here and it starts buying back up, it may or may not continue buying. But once price pushed back up, so once price starts buying back up and it gets to this area, and that's 164 pips, right? So once price starts buying back up into this order block or area of supply, then you have to really watch it to see if price starts breaking structure. If price starts breaking structure to the downside again, then you're in for the sell back down to here, at least here. Okay. So we're talking approximately 600 pips. Okay. Again, if price breaks this structure, then I'm definitely looking for a pullback for a sell. If it does not break the structure and you trade it back up, you can at least trade it up to this order block. You can trail your stop, because in the way I see it is if it does not break the structure and starts buying back up, it's going to continue buying up because it did not break structure, the swing low. Okay. So we'll see what the week brings. If it breaks these levels of structure here, then definitely wait for the pullback for the continuation of the sell. Okay. That's GBP USD. You have NAS on the weekly was a bullish order block. Price is bullish, so I'm all for the buys. Price has cleared this imbalance on the weekly. Let's see what the monthly is given. Okay, so it cleared that imbalance on the weekly. All right, and let's go down to the daily. So you have a area of supply here, an order block has not, and that's currently where price is now. Okay, so we have a bullish order block. However, we're currently in a daily order block. We have a bullish weekly order block. We have a bearish daily order block. So I would say definitely watch. So that bearish order block has pulled into a bullish order block, right? So, you know my motto: buy until you can't buy no more, and sell until you can't sell anymore. So I would watch for price to start breaking structure, and let's see, it might be almost there. So you're in this bullish order block. Currently, this is your swing high. So I would want to see it break this first, probably pull back into this, break this, pull back into this imbalance, pull back, and then continue buying up. So let's go down to the 15-minute. So based on the 15-minute, we have this break here. Okay. So you're looking for a pullback, possibly to close this imbalance here. Possibly close this imbalance here. There's also some imbalance down here. So once price, there's a little bounce there. Once price pulls back and you start seeing breaks of structure on the pullback, then get in for the buy, because we have a weekly bullish order block. So now you're wanting a weekly now you want all the other time frames to be in alignment. So the weekly bullish order block, you've got a daily bullish order block here, but you want a daily, at least a daily bullish order block for the buyback up to align with the weekly. Okay. Same on the 4-hour and same on the lower time frame. So once you get, like I said, once price hasn't broken this high yet, but as you can see on the 15-minute, it's in a 15-minute order block. So it could sell back down to this zone here. But once you start getting more breaks of structure to the upside, then you can go in for the buy. All right, NZDJPY, we have a weekly bear shorter block. Price. So we had this move here. We had this move here. So this was pretty much this low wasn't broken. So we had this move here. We had a pullback, no breaks of structure here. Then we have this move here, which wicked past, grab liquidity, wicked past this high here. No breaks of structure here. So price is pretty much ranging, okay? So you have you have this impulse move here. This was the pullback. So you have this zone here, and then you had this push up here. So you have this zone here. So price is pretty much consolidating. You can trade a consolidation. If you know how to trade a consolidation, it's best to trade higher time frame consolidations. So you can trade from zone to zone. And from this zone to this zone, we're talking about 573 pips. So if you know how to trade from zone to zone, don't trade the middle. Don't trade the middle. Trade from zone to zone. Although we have a weekly bear shorter block, we have a weekly bear shorter block that's going into a weekly bullish order block. So this is going to be a trap, almost like this one. You have a bear shorter block, a bear shorter block. So price pulled in here, pulled in here. You can trade this. You can trade this. However, just know that you're only going to be trading for maybe 100 pips, maybe 170 pips. If it pulls down to here, then 280 pips. So you can trade it if you know how to trade it, but be very cautious, and your reward, your R&R should be very minimal. Okay. So with that being said, that's the weekly. So the daily. So price is selling down. Again, you can trade this. Price may pull back here and sell down to there. So maybe about 200 pips you can get from this trade, possibly. Let's say this was yeah. Yeah. So just trade it. Be conservative with your trades. That's all I'm gonna say. USD CAD, we have a weekly bullish shorter block. Currently this is another one that is currently we have a weekly. So price has not completed this imbalance yet. Feel this imbalance, but not this order block. And price look like it's starting to consolidate for USD CAD. Again, if you know how to trade zone to zone, you can do that. If you're looking at current price, you have So you had an order block here, price tapped into, and then bought up. It did not break this low here. Did not break this low here. Okay. So you have price approaching this, the close of this imbalance. You had an impulse move up, so price is likely going to pull back to your order block for a possible continuation to this order block. And that's what I see for USD CAD for now. We'll pull back. It could just close this imbalance or close this zone here or tap into this wick here for 62 pips, or it may pull back to the order block 444 pips before buying up to this zone here. That's what I see for USD CAD. USD Chef, we had a weekly bullish order block. So price, this was our low. Price pulled back into, let's see what the monthly is given. Price pulled and closed this imbalance here. There was a small, tiny imbalance there. Rejected last month. So far this month, it's given a little rejection. This appears to be our swing low here. So the week gave us a bullish order block. We go down to the daily. The last swing low on the daily is this here. So price could tap into this zone here, pull back to tap into this wick here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let me put this here so I can see what it looks like on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, we're in a 4 hour order block. Again, price can pull back from there into this zone here, or even build this imbalance here. Okay. And then continue buying up, because we are pretty much white coughing at this point. Or price is, as Ty would say, flattening out. So I would definitely wait for price to pull back here to continue buying up to, you have an area of supply here. You have imbalance here. And I just want to say, when price taps into an area of supply, it doesn't mean it's going to like drop to the bottom, right? It just means there's going to be some type of reaction. So this can this can come all the way up here and then pull back here. So we don't know what's going to happen, but definitely watch price. So price can pull back from here to here and then buy up to here. So we're talking, if it pulls back here, we're talking 60 pips to the order block. But at this point, price is bullish, right? So as long as price is above this trend line, you can continue buying. You can continue buying. So that's what I see for USD Chef. And for silver, we have a weekly bearish order block. So this was the macro, the first macro, well, this is the macro low, but based on this here, price did not break this low, started breaking structure to the top side. So my guess is price is going to keep buying up. This was an expansion move. And price pulled back to clear those imbalances and then started buying up. So my guess is price is going to keep buying up for silver. And if silver runs like gold, then it's probably going to keep buying. I will say this though. So price was selling, then started breaking structure, pulled into this order block or area of supply, and then started breaking structure to the downside. So I would definitely look for sells. This is on the weekly. So we have an order block. We have the wick of the order block. We have the body, lower body, and then we have the upper body of the order block. Okay, so I would be expecting price to pull back into one of these zones. If we fibbed the swing high to the low, here is the 38%. Here is the 50%, 618%. And then here is the 78%. Would love to see it come back to the 78 to sell down to the negative 61.8. Or it may just clear this imbalance and then start buying back up. Or it can come all the way down here to the order block, clear this imbalance, tap into the order block, and then may continue buying up. So there's also imbalance here, but if it breaks, if it breaks this low here, then I would be looking for more sells. Okay. But I'm truly thinking that price is going to sell down to probably this order block. So if you get in this sell, at least sell it to the negative 61. You should be good. Okay. No, let me take that back. Sell it until at least the negative 27 and then see what happens from there. All right. So that is it for the weekly analysis. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Happy trading.